Hello, I'm going to do an oil change again. Mt01's due another change. It's up about, what is it, 48,000 Ks. So it's done about 7 since its last change, I think, so I'm going to do it again. Anyway, we'll try an oil. I tried a different oil the last time and it was great, and I'll show you exactly what it is. What was this stuff? Penrite motorcycle 4-stroke oil, and it's a 2050, and as you can see by the bottom, it's for V-twins. Oops, nearly fell off there. It's for V-twin engines, made in Australia, and again 4 litres. Bike takes 5 or thereabouts. So I've got some left over from the last oil change with this stuff anyway, so I'm going to do this. Put the 2050 back into it. Stick that on the table there. It's a kind of, I suppose it's a thicker oil, but it's fully synthetic. Now, I'm very much against using a fully synthetic oil in the Mt01 because it makes it so slippy. It causes the clutch to slip using fully synthetic. And I've heard numerous people with Mt01s on the forums, not just the Mt01s, other cruiser type of bikes, who put a fully synthetic in and the clutch slips and they end up having to get a Barnett clutch and springs and something a bit tighter. But I'm not going to go to that extent, changing the clutch just to put a fully synthetic in. However, this 2050 oil, it's got properties in it that stop your clutch from slipping, and it is made for V-twins. Now all V-twins have a very high torque compared to horsepower, so it would be easy to make your clutch slip if you put the wrong oil in it. So unless you're using something like this, I would always use a semi-synthetic or a mineral, either one. But this 2050 is fully synthetic, and I've been running it now. When did I last change my oil? 5 months ago. I've done about 7,000, something like that, and it's not slipped once. So I'm going to stick with that oil because it's made the bike so much quieter, and for some reason it seems to run smoother. I don't know if that's just because the engine's getting more run in or whether it is oil, I don't know. But it's all systems go with that one, it's good for me. So anyway, we're going to change the oil. So again, it's back to the drain plug. As you know, there's one here in this tank. Engine's a dry sump, so the oil sits in this tank and it gets pumped through to the engine, runs down the engine, pumped back into the tank again. Oil filter's behind here, so we'll get that changed as well. So we've got this to drain the sump, and as you'll remember, or those of you who've done it, we've got another plug in here, that silver one there, which is the engine oil drain plug. So remember, when you drain the engine oil, if you don't drain the engine as well as the tank, then you're not going to get all the oil out, so you won't get all the 5 litres in. And I know we've had some debates before about it takes 5 litres or it only takes 4 or 4.8 or whatever it is. If you leave your engine sitting long enough, tilt it to its side, let it drain for an hour or two, you'll just about get that 5 litres in. Plus, you can overfill your tank a bit because it's not going to do any harm. There's no pressure in your tank, so it's not going to blow a gasket, a seal or anything. It's not like overfilling an engine, it's only a tank. So yeah, anyway, here we go. Right, so I've got my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, 17mm socket, slackened them off, so it's just a matter of taking the bolts out, and if you're quick enough you won't get covered in oil. To drain, and we've got the other one, which is in there a wee bit. I just need to get down to the level. There we go. And same again, slackened this one off, so let's put a socket on it and it'll come out. if you're like me, I've probably dropped the bloody thing in the oil. Yeah, I didn't. So there we go. I'll just let that drain out. Oh, bollocks. Oil on the floor. There we go. However, I'll let that drain. Now, as I say, I like to let it drain for a long time, just to make sure I get all the dirty black oil out, and that is quite black. So yeah, I would say it was needing changed. Anyway, I'm going away, have a cup of tea, let that drain. I might take the oil filter off first actually. So, we need a 10mm socket, and we need to take the rectifier off. So, just slacken that, like that, and like that. Easy with one hand. And I'll take the screws out without dropping them in the oil. So I've got one screw out, just get another one out. This other screw, and the rectifier comes off, and we'll just set that up in the mudguard, and there's your oil filter in there. Now, these oil filters, fantastic. It's got a wee bolt on the top, so all you need, 17mm spanner fits the bolt. Slack the old one off, you just get it in there, 17mm spanner, and there you go. And it's just coming off nicely. Saves a lot of hassle. So you just keep doing it until she's slack, and then you can run the rest off by hand. Like that. And we'll just let her drain like that. That's the oil filter off. Okay. There we go. And that wee noble here, an oil bath. So we're putting that on, so the oil filter can drain nicely. So, cup of tea time, we'll go and let it drain, and then we'll come back and put it back together with a new filter. I do have to say, I bought these gloves, super cheap Auto Tool Pro, for working on your car, your bike. Right. I tell you, it's good when you can stop halfway through for a cup of tea, and you can whip these off. Your hands are spotless, what a difference. Anyway, cup of tea time. Started draining the oil on the bike and left it for a good 40 minutes. And now, as you can see, I've put the bike up in its back stand, lifted it up, and it started running again. So it just shows you it's dripping out the filter again. It had all stopped, but it started running again, so it just shows you persevere with it a wee bit, lift it up at the back after a while, get all the shit out of it, you know, all the dirty oil. There's no point putting fresh oil in when there's traces of dirty stuff on. And that way it's, you know, it's good clean oil in it. So next job, I'll be putting the oil filter on. So we've got the new oil filter here, and the only thing we'll have to do is on this O-ring, some of them are pre-greased, some aren't, but whether it's done or no, it always pays to get a wee bit of clean oil in a rag, maybe, or on your finger, probably on your finger, and just rub it onto the filter, like that. So it's when you tighten it up, the rubber ring will slip rather than gripping and tearing and leaking and things like that. So when you got that done, the next job is to clean off your oil filter housing. Just stick that back up the way. Clean off the oil filter housing. It's more or less stopped dripping now. and put your oil filter on. Once you get it on the threads, just spin it up like that. Then I always tell people hand tight only. This one's got a wee bolt in it and I can't get my hand in to tighten it up properly, so I'll just give it a wee crank with this. I'll use the opening because it's easier. Just I think it's about hand tight. Not anymore, or maybe damage it. And if you could find the nut, it'd be a great help. There we go. Now see, that's about hand tight. I don't want it any more than that. Or you'll see the rubber ring bursting out of there and you don't want that. That's tight enough. But once you start it up, check it over, make sure it's not leaking, and that's that. So the next job will be, once that oil stops dripping, is to put the 2 sump bolts in and then fill it with oil and trusty old friend to clean up the mess. Yes, so nearly there. So next you put in about 2.5 litres of oil. Now once you put 2.5 litres in, then you need to start it up and let that run through your engine. Give it a rev 2 or 3 times, half a dozen times. As soon as you finish, put the rest in. Don't leave it too long or the oil's all going to run back into the other tank. So yeah, here we go. Let the oil run through the engine. Make sure your oil light's out. So that's it done. All finished, oil change done. A bit of mess to clear up as always, but that's it. 5 litres in the tank, all ready to rock and roll. Got a long journey on Wednesday to do, so at least that's it all done. Chain lubed, wheels cleaned, just to give the bike a polish over. And that's it. Another oil change done. Thanks for watching.